Starting a little early today with this Back from the Rona episode of Friday Night Craft and Chill. Just going to be doing something chilled out. I got some parts of some stuff that I was working on before, I never finished a video for, and I'm just going to work on it a little bit here. Yeah, I'm just going to mess with some of the stuff, glue some stuff together. Probably not going to talk too much tonight. I don't know. I don't know if I want to use the turbo tacky glue or the regular tacky glue. I feel like the turbo is going to dry a little bit fast for this. What's going on here? Anyone who's chatting, give me a second. Forgot about that. So I forgot from a couple of weeks ago that for some reason none of my chats are showing up in Safari anymore, so I can't see anything anyone's saying. I have to open up Chrome and then keep a separate window, which I would have started the stream in that window if I remembered that, but what are you gonna do? I actually got StreamYard set up. I couldn't figure out how to get the music. Not the music I wanted anyway. I had all the other stuff set up. Alright, let's see if I can see the chat.
Do is they rank you in the algorithm by...
Oh, be quiet.
Competing...
Alright, there we go. At least I have some way of seeing the chat now. It's not ideal, but it'll work. Oh, there we go. At least I have some way of seeing the chat now. It's not ideal, but... Alright, who do we got in here? We got Hi, It's Me. What's up, Hi, It's Me? Fat Red Foo. Thor, hi, how are you feeling? Much better than before. Much better than before. But still a little weak, a little congestion, but much better. My smell is jacked, and my sense of taste is messed up, but not quite as bad as it was, which is quite annoying. We got Nolan here. What's up, Nolan? Dan's Toy Box, welcome back, Random. Glad you're on earlier. Yeah, I'm on a little bit earlier tonight. Yeah, Fat Red once again, feeling somewhat better. There's a Festival of Nations, and I'm volunteering tomorrow. Cool, very cool. Hi, it's me. A little bit of audio. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it now. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, man. Yeah, mild COVID. Turns out, it's not that mild. That's not exactly the word I would pick for it. It's true that I didn't go to the hospital, so that's good. Because it didn't mess up my lungs or anything, but wow, that thing did not feel that mild. And you want to talk about a thief of joy. You can't even enjoy a snack. It messes all your taste buds up and everything. I mean, it's some weird stuff. Still has issues with smell. I don't want to hear it, Fat Red. I do not want to hear it, okay? It's gonna come back. I'm thinking positive right now. Do not want to hear it. Because the other day I decided, I was telling Ed, I started running my laser cutter a little bit, just a little. I was just fiddling around with a few things. And, I'm sitting there and I'm like wondering, I'm like, man, why is my throat so scratchy? And then I realized I can't smell the smoke. Can't smell the smoke. So I had my vent going and everything, but sometimes I need to open a window anyway, and I couldn't even tell. So, but I notice every day a little bit more. Some things I could smell. I can't taste my tea the way that I normally do, which really sucks. It used to just taste nasty, like a dirty leaf in water with the honey tasted like some kind of spoiled something. But it's gradually coming back, and I'm starting to smell like I smelled burnt toast today, which I got so excited. I was like, holy crap, something. My brain didn't know what was going on because I haven't smelled anything. So I go in the other room and I'm just like, what is that? My brain was like, what is wrong with the air in this room? And it took me a minute to like figure out, oh, it's burnt toast. Okay. All right, that's cool. So, I'm hopeful. I'm just trying to stay hopeful that all that will return back to normal, because it is very, very strange and kind of depressing. A little depressing, yeah. Sure, it wasn't a stroke. It was not. My mom actually burnt some toast. Yeah, it's like I could taste now. I could tell there was leaves in this water. It's hot, and it's a little sweet, but the complexities of tea, no, not at all. It's very boring. Yeah, it's not great, but it's getting better, so we'll just leave it at that. What a freaking thief of joy that is, though. Fully confident you'll be back to 100% in no time. That's what I'm talking about. Dan's Toy Box. We're going to stick with that. I haven't known anyone, aside from Fat Red's girl over there, that has not regained it, but some people it's taken some time. But most people get it within a few weeks to a month, so I'm gonna hope for that. That's what we're going to go with. Cross the other bridge when we get to it. I really do like bananas, and bananas were tasting freaking nasty. It was like, I took that drug too, the Paxlovid, and that made it feel like there was a garbage heap in my mouth for about 6 days. It worked. It worked good. It definitely, I started improving right after I started taking it, 2 days after I started feeling gradually better. But not only did it put this nasty, bitter taste in my mouth, and then my senses started fading. So I thought it was just the drug, but it was a combination of the drug and COVID. It also made it to where things tasted different. I was eating yogurt, and the yogurt tasted just like sweet mush that had like a little bit of the, I don't know, the fluid from the bottom of a garbage can sprinkled on it. Kind of nasty. Music is slightly loud. We can lower that. We could lower that. How's that? Doing a little better? It's probably quite a bit better. I'm probably slightly low also. Where's Briscoe? Oh yeah, Briscoe's in here. What's up, Briscoe? Did I get no glue on that? Wow, there goes everything. See, turbo tacky glue, not suitable for this. Already has a hard film on top. So yeah, been a fun couple of weeks. Started off with a crazy migraine that morphed slowly into the fun old virus, and yeah. Haven't been back to work yet, but I should be going the day after tomorrow. See how I do with that. Thank you, Fat Red. I am as well. Really am. It was crazy though, after days of not tasting anything that tasted good. Chicken stayed. I like chicken, so that's good. For some reason I could taste chicken the whole time. But no treats, no snacks, nothing tasted good. Bananas taste like crap. Yogurt tastes like garbage. I had a Klondike bar that tasted like freaking garbage water dipped aspartame or something. I don't know what the hell. But eventually, the other day, I mean, it's crazy how much you miss that when you can't taste stuff. I felt like crying. I could taste a fruit roll up because I kind of like fruit roll ups. It's one of my little kid treats. I kind of like sneak in. I could finally taste the tanginess of it instead of just sweet, and I was so happy. Oh, dude, migraines suck sometimes. Yeah, usually I can contain them pretty well, but this time, that last one, it got bad. It just got bad. Most of the pain was gone by the time it was time to stream, but I was just so disassociated that I felt jacked up for like 3 days after that migraine. And maybe it's because COVID was starting, or maybe the migraine was so bad that it reduced my immune system. Because I never got it. You know, it's 2004. I never got COVID until now. So, I mean, I figured I was lucky, and it was, I was just immune to it somehow. And maybe I did have some level of immunity to it, apparently, because I worked around a ton of people all through the pandemic. No, you were fine, Fat Red. You didn't. You were good. You were good. Yeah, dude. I mean, I understand. I think, to be quite honest, if I didn't have the antiviral drugs that they have now, it would have been a lot worse, because it wasn't going away. It wasn't getting any better until about 5 days in, 4 or 5 days in when I started that drug. I mean, the fever was just getting a little worse every day. I was needing more and more Tylenol and ibuprofen to manage it, and I was like, okay, this ain't good. 5 or 6 migraines a year. Yeah, I get them. more often than that. I probably get 1 or 2 a month, unfortunately. But usually take a couple of Tylenol, lay down, and don't move my neck for about 3 hours, and they pretty much go away. Strangely enough, dropping an old number 2 seems to help, and food, a hot meal. Like it just, and then you rest a little more, and then it's usually gone for me. But that was not the case with that one. Oh my goodness. I just felt like I was floating through life for the next couple of days. Couldn't think. I mean, it's just, yeah, it was a wreck. Pudding flavors. They got different flavors of fruit roll-ups now, Briscoe. I mean, the one I usually eat is like a combination of different berry flavors. Okay. I am not a strawberry fan of anything, usually. But if it's mixed in with the other berries, I can deal with it. I like strawberries, I just don't usually like strawberry flavor. I like watermelon, I usually don't like watermelon flavor either. Usually I'm cherry, blueberry, grape is okay. I do miss the taste of the tea, but hopefully that will slowly creep back in. Yeah, a lot of people don't like cherry. I don't like the tie-dye looking ones. Yeah, Briscoe, I'm kind of a traditionalist too like that. I guess I'm old school or whatever, you know, I like one flavor at a time. In the 90s, they really started twisting all the flavors into whatever. And they still kind of do that. Jalapeno, yeah, people have been telling me that. I haven't had any. Maybe I'll get some. I have some kind of soup that's got like habanero in it or something in there that I haven't tried yet. This one guy was like, you gotta burn a lemon and eat it. So I bought some lemons, but I haven't burned them. I've been eating the slices raw, and that I can taste that, but it doesn't make me pucker. You know, it's like normally it would be very difficult to eat, and it's not difficult at all. I tell you, one thing that's freaking annoying is I can't smell. This is gross, but I can't smell my own freaking BO, man. So I can't fucking tell when I stink. I keep going to the bathroom and, like, you know, I take a shower, and then through the day I'm like washing and washing and washing. Also, I'm sweating out like the drugs and stuff. So I think I got, you know, you get a little more funk sometimes when you're sick. But I did catch a whiff of my deodorant today, though, so that was that's progress. But that's annoying. Yeah, I mean, funk happens. It's a natural part of life, but normally you can smell the funk and gauge the funk. But now you're just funkin' blind, dude. Uptown funk, yeah. Downtown funk. All the funk. See if I got any other bits pre-cut. Fat Red would probably like these. These are the little, on the 3D printer, the little color change things it prints when it's clearing the nozzle to print another color. It prints out these little platform things. But they kind of got a cool look. I figure I could use them for some vents or something. Axion Figs. Good evening, everyone. Look at random starting all early and stuff. for ghosting us for 2 weeks. No, I'm starting off on the cheating foot so I can get out of here a little earlier, Ed. I haven't been staying up quite so late, and I figured get going a little early, try to get off here a little earlier than I normally do. Why not? But probably better for me to get started before I just fall asleep also. I guess we could talk about a couple other things besides this real quick. We could look at some of this stuff. I think you guys saw this chair the last time. I don't remember if I showed the chair or not. Maybe I did. But this was that chair from the short series I just did. Pretty fancy. It's coming apart though because I never glued it. Does in fact swivel, so there's that. Not very well though, kind of just comes apart. Could glue all the wheels in place, that would probably help, and then really gluing the two arm supports. Maybe I'll do that now. Glue those in place. And then we got these monitors that are really pretty good actually. I mean, they're simple little 3-piece monitors. It's got the frame that clips on, and it's not... You could see there's just a little bit of clearance on this side, so if you were to put a piece of paper in there, there's a little bit of a lip there. So you should be able to cut something and have this hold it in place and cover up a little bit of slop in the cut job, because it's pretty difficult to get the cut job exactly even. These are pretty good, and they're only about, I don't know, I think they're about an hour print, not even an hour, less than an hour on that bamboo, so. Yeah, is this not going to snap back in now that I pulled it apart? Nope. It's going to need glue now, but that's all right. Yeah, the chair is pretty cool. And we got this one too that I did in Helladope colors. I was messing around with that. I don't like this chair though. It's kind of cool looking. You know, it's a little unique. But I don't know, the model, did I just break it? Yeah, I think I just broke it. Something broke. Maybe it's the glue. The model requires a lot of glue. There was a part on the back that there's supposed to be these little tabs here, but I found it super flimsy, so I put a wooden stick back there to hold it together. I mean, it'll pass, you know, it's fine for a one-off make-do kind of thing. But I don't know, it's all right. Anyone playing that new Black Myth Wukong game? No idea. Are they casters? They are casters, but they don't actually cast. You can't hear anything? Really? Volume looks like it's okay. Anyone else having problems with sound, or is that a me thing, or is that a Troy thing? Yeah, you could print multiples at a time, I think. I don't know if that model is lined out correctly. That's on him. Sound is good. Okay, thank you, Ed. I don't know, Troy. Need to mass produce Ed chairs. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to design some Ed chairs. I gotta get Ed to send me some pictures. Sounds good here. Thank you, Dan. Maybe he'll send me some pictures, or you could just have Travis scan his chair. That would probably work. All right, hi, it's me. Take care, man. Thank you. Early day tomorrow. No problem, Dan. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy. Let's see. What do we got going here? All right. So, anyone up to anything new in the last 2 weeks? I know Fat Red's been working on his aptly named Pneumonia City, Numa City, and Ed said he was talking about starting to do diorama, but he didn't really give me any specifics on that, so I don't know what he's doing. You know what? I bet this monitor right here would look really slick. Popped out right there like that if I printed another one. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good like that. Instead of making a screen on there, that looks pretty freaking cool, dude. Maybe. Your chat stream seems delayed for you, Random. I don't know, man. It looks as up to date as it can be on this situation here. I see some new displays. Just working on some adjustments before I put the glass in. Okay, set up some new displays. Right on, Briscoe. What'd you set up? Do here. I could just go crazy and bap the whole way across with little buttons because I don't really have anything else. This would probably go good right there. Yeah, that looks good. Let's put that on there. Expanding the one I sent you pics of last week. Oh, okay, Axion. Yeah, that would be cool. That's a good start off point for sure. For sure. TAR Productions. How you doing, man? I'll do a little on this one while I'm thinking about the other one. height and positioning. Right on. Briscoe, you got detolfs? I don't remember if you have detolfs or not. Detolfs do work really good for 1/6 scale. I just add what comes to mind in the moment when it comes to stuff like this. I just produced a bunch of similar shapes and I apply them somewhat randomly. You know, in whatever makes some form of logical sense or another. Sometimes I might, depending on what it is, like sit and do a general sketch of like the layout of the whole diorama or what I want to do. But then once you kind of get into the details and the minutia, I almost never do for buttons and consoles. But I mean, sometimes. There's been a few times I have. Certainly not this time. Did, but I replaced them with these because a lot from the same series. Cool models, monster files. Okay, yeah, more space. Sweet, sweet. Cool kids. I mean, I guess you could kind of not really say that, Duffman, but that's fine. Sometimes we watch him make shapes with different grids on his cutting mat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Have to raise the volume to 40. Huh. I don't know, man. Don't know. Things are weird. Computers are weird. Kind of want to put one in there, but I don't think I'm going to. Right there. Nah, it's too close. Diorama or character in mind? You know, I'm not a big character guy, so it's usually an overall theme. You know, Like, this is obviously a retro style sci-fi bridge. I have the whole half bridge laid out already. I'm not really an action figure collector. I do have some figures, but not a lot. You know, maybe like 40, 50, something like that. So it's usually I just kind of look for stuff that I catch my eye on Pinterest or other things other people made, or I saw a movie or something and I'll just want to build something similar or just kind of get a vibe on something. Not too long ago, I went to the DFW Joe show in March, I believe, and I started building missile launchers and cannons and fortifications and such. So that definitely had some impact. I almost started building a monastery or medieval church wall today on this stream. I wanted to do something with some recessed like arches or something, stonework, but didn't quite get set up to do it. Detolfs, yeah. I only have about 1,500 figures. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't collect figures, and to be quite honest, most of the figures I have were sent to me by companies and stuff. Some of them are my friends. I mean, I bought not many figures at all. Yeah, I'm in the general vicinity of the DFWs. Of course, Brother Briscoe. Yep. Yeah, very cool. Or very hot, I should say. Hopefully we get some cool weather. I think it's supposed to rain. Now everywhere I see looks like a good place for this panel, unfortunately. This looks good, that looks good. This looks good. I think I'm gonna go with this one. That's too, yeah, not enough. How do you get on the free figure list? Asking for a friend. You gotta make videos with people's figures in them and have a reasonably large social media following, and then companies will send you free figures. that's pretty much it. I didn't really look for that too much until I decided I wanted to have a few figures to go with some of my dioramas occasionally, and yeah, for a while I got some from some different companies. I haven't received any in a while. I don't, like I said, I'm not that big into it. I love the little 3D printed ones I've been doing lately, though. These freaking guys, the dummy 13s, I've been digging them. So I might need to alter the settings so I can print them actually as a 6-inch figure, because I think this guy's about 5 inches tall, which is just a weird scale for most things. Yeah, he's 5.1 inches tall. So you can kind of just say he's a scrawny robot, and he's not, you know, a full-size human, and he could fit with 112. A kid again with adultish money. Yeah, that happens. Oh, Duffman. That sounds like a interesting period you're going through right there. Alright, what else do I want to do there? I wish I had something bigger. Ted Darklaw. How you doing, Ted? Thanks for coming by. The rumors of my demise were greatly exaggerated. If there were, in fact, any rumors of my demise, I don't know. That is a crazy looking console. Not my normal design. Really weird looking. But hey, that's cool. I need some keyboards that I don't have. This is gonna go up here. That's what we're doing. Turn camera so we could see. No. I knew you were good when I saw you active on IG, Random. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know where that camera is. I'll set it up here. Maybe I'll do it in a little bit. I'm going super basic today, Fat Red. I did have, like, for the migraine week, I had StreamYard set up. I'm paying for StreamYards now. I got the cameras piped in from OBS into StreamYard, and then I got sick. So, and I was like, I could try to do that today with no music. Unless it's like, you know, the stupid, like, feeding the ducks or whatever the crap Ted plays sometimes on his, because they have the StreamYard music. But yeah, this is the one I was talking about, man. It'll work. It's alright. It's got a little bit more, it's got a very retro feeling. The spacing of the buttons feels a little off to me, because around here I didn't have the right sizes. I could have packed them a little more dense. Could add a couple more pieces, but we're gonna leave that percolate for a bit. I'm actually gonna take a really quick bathroom break because I'm pissing a lot, so be back in 1 sec. That was quick. That might not be the last one of those either, because what goes in comes out here lately. Do I want seltzer or water? I think we're going to do water. Looks great. Turn the camera so we can see. Couldn't you pump this music through the speakers? maybe. Yeah, if I... It's hard to... Maybe. I don't know. I have to futz with it because StreamYards has things built into it to make that not work. Like in the Mac, I don't know if it's the Mac specifically, but it doesn't pick up what it puts out. It tries to filter that out. So would I want all the sound coming through the microphone? You know, it's not going to sound too good. Not that it has to sound fantastic or anything, but I want it coming through desktop audio, its own separate channel. Added some supports, that's cool. Very good, very good. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, you know, I didn't show, Ed saw it. I guess I could show everyone this real quick. When I was sick and I was in bed, I was like taking a few hours here and there while in bed, and I had that pirate ship 3D puzzle, basically. It's, you know, kind of a model, but not. It's a 3D puzzle. And I was working on that. And so, I don't know. This thing is freaking pretty big. You can kind of see. Let me see. Can I get this a little bit? Yar. Let's see if we can get some light in here. Crap. Yeah, so this thing is wild for a 3D puzzle and took significantly longer than I thought it was going to take, and it's not exactly doing it justice here. I think I'm going to just put on the front-facing camera. Let's see if we can just make this one bigger. Well, that'll have to work. But yeah, you can see the old piratey goodness. Yo-ho. And it does have lights. It's got a few lights that will shine through the Canon ports as well as like inside here and stuff, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to turn on. You gotta like reach your finger down through this as everything falls apart. Reach your finger down through this little thing here, and I'm not gonna do it right now. We'll just set that in there for now, but yeah, that was something I probably never would have done if I wasn't sick, because this has been sitting in a box for probably 2 years now. So now I'm going to 3D print a little shelf for that, and then, I don't know, it's going to go up somewhere. Maybe it'll be up there somewhere. Let me see, is over the door? Maybe over the door, I don't know. I'd pay $50 for one. Yeah, it wasn't even that much, Briscoe. It was not that much. It's close. I don't know. I think it was closer to like 30 on Amazon. It was pretty reasonable, I remember. Maybe 35. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's gonna take you some time to put together, and I was joking with Ed. I wish I had my younger eyes and fingers while I was doing that, because I was feeling pretty fumbly, but $1 easily for $1. I knew we were going with that, but yeah. All right, this can just take paint, so maybe I'll just paint that. door just needs a couple of things in a few spots. So let's see. It's too big, right? Oh, it's not too big. Wow. I don't know. Tacky. Turbo. Let's do the turbo. Black chair by the laptop. Yeah, man. I showed it earlier. It's a 3D printed office chair. Gaming chair sort of thing. Oh, one gifted membership by Ed. Thank you, Ed. Went to James Lucas. Very cool, very cool. Very generous of you. Yeah, it's got the sides, it swivels, it's not glued in. And then it's got the little wheels. These are pretty good. They turn, they don't spin, but they turn independently and they don't feel like they're gonna come out. This piece wants to come apart constantly. And I think I'm going to glue these arms in right now because they're bugging me. Since we're doing it. Dr. Evil chair. Yeah, it's some kind of chair. Found that chair file on Maker World. Yeah, on Maker World. Can't remember the guy's name, but it's the same guy as these computer monitors. He did the monitors, he did the chair, and he did a like gaming desk, like a more modern looking black desk like that too. I think Ted's normal voice is a Dr. Evil voice, Fat Red. Okay. We're going to do a little on this door, and then I think we're going to switch to painting or something. The new desk in your reel is really cool. Thank you. You know what? I can show that real quick. Let me grab that. This one right here. It came out pretty good. The scale is off a little bit. Like this is probably bigger than it would be normally. But yeah, just adding the riser in gives it, when you're setting things up around it, just gives it that extra little bit. The monitors look really good on there. Just the right space for two of these. And I didn't adjust the size on these at all, so I just kind of lucked into it. Yeah. I was a little worried because this is popsicle sticks because it needed strength, skinny sticks. And these supports are foam, so the thickness looks kind of off. But it kind of looks alright. Being the black color ties it together. And if you look at him from the side, it's got some chunkiness to it from this direction anyway, so. Okay. Oh yeah. Turbo. Where's the turbo? Thank you, thank you. Haven't noticed until you said so. That's usually how it is, Fat Red. You always notice all the crap that you're doing that you think is a little screwy, and most people, 90% of the time, don't notice any of the stuff that's bothering you. They're just like, oh, cool! Crap. That wasn't good. Double up the skinny sticks. Yeah. Or I could cut chunkier wood too. I just went for what I had right next to me at the time, honestly. Are we gonna do a Nintendo controller almost here? I can't do a whole one. We could put the A and the B in though. Stack of books for one of those shelves. Yeah, I could put some stuff on there. I do have some books. You know, I have some stuff made already, and I got the wrong kinds of books. I got these. You guys remember these that I did? The magical grimoires or whatever you want to call them, tomes, the codex. I got a bunch of those in the library that's in the closet. Oh yeah, no, we're doing it. It's definitely a pants optional day today. We're on no pants. I'm still kind of like sweating a little bit, so I was like, screw it. It's a boxer's day. We'll be all right. People will survive. Leg lamp? What the hell is a leg lamp? Some golfing shorts? Those are not golfing shorts. Tony! Tony! What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Tony stopping in here, fresh off the meat wagon. Leg lamp from A Christmas Story. So, funny thing, I've never actually watched A Christmas Story the whole way through. I've seen little bits, but never watched the whole damn thing. It's one of the classic Christmas movies, and I've never seen the damn thing. Which is surprising, because my dad really likes that one, too. Hey, what's your name? Tony! Is that a fire you got there? Don't you say it. Up there. What about one of these? Screw it. We'll see what this looks like when it's painted. Who knows? Who knows? Good. That one's questionable, questionable, questionable. Good, questionable, questionable. I knew Briscoe was going to be the one that's going to mention, how, you haven't seen Christmas Story? I don't know Briscoe. I was never a big TV guy. This year, I have got to watch, because it's been so many years, at least 15 years, since I've seen Home Alone and Die Hard. I feel like I've seen Jingle All the Way, like, every single year. And I've seen, what did I see last year? I saw Deck the Halls, that was fun. I don't know. I think those were the two. I saw some, some stupid Hallmark movie. Can't even remember. But yeah, I need to get a couple more classics in this year. I keep meaning to. It's pretty hard to not like Home Alone 1, I think, as well. That looks good. I'm happy with the way that came out. This will be, I'll glue that back a little bit like that. I might have to trim this bottom piece, though. Can you use vinyl to wrap pink foam? Probably. I've never done it. I've used craft foam and like glued it on and kind of used it like a wrap. But vinyl that has like some kind of, does it have self-stick? I don't know. How does vinyl wrap work? Is it all heat or is there some kind of adhesive involved? I'm not sure. If it's heat, it might have a problem because the foam is going to melt pretty quickly. Alright, we're going to set that over there. This is nowhere near ready to paint. Dark blue-gray, there we go. The NECA Home Alone figure set for your Xmas display. I love Home Alone. Is it something they carry every year, Ed? And feel free to send me a link or picture on Instagram if you want to. I mean, I could look it up. Hey, I saw Violent Night. Not too bad. Not too bad. I enjoyed it. Sticks, you can wrap it. Sent the link from Helladope on IG. That's funny. Right on. I think I told you guys at one point, I have a friend that has had the idea for a movie very similar to Violent Night for probably 15 years. I mean, he maybe told me about it 10 years ago. And he wanted to work on it, and we started like coming up with some scenarios and stuff, and it was just funny because when he just kind of like, you know, just always on the back burner sort of thing. And then someone made Violent Night. It's pretty similar. Pretty similar. Not exact, but pretty similar. There's another movie coming out too. I can't remember. A Santa movie where like the elves are like an assassination squad or something like that. Which is crazy because I wrote in his world, I wrote this little subplot that there was an elite task force of elves working for Santa that was like, there was a sniper and there was a bomb expert, and we just never did much with it. I did like one little comic skit where, what was it? Man, I can't really remember. I know they were in a shopping mall or something, and there was a package, and the elf is running with like this package to throw the package on the car, and it was actually an IED because he was trying to take out some bad guys. Not that anyone goes to shopping malls anymore, but Prometheus is a Christmas movie? I saw Prometheus. It's weird. Oh boy. Could paint the back. I could paint the back. Nah. What am I gonna do here? This is gonna be darker or lighter? I think darker, 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 lighter, 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 and these conduits can be lighter. Yeah, that makes more sense. Kinda dry, kinda not dry. I'm just gonna paint it anyway. I don't care. I don't care. We'll see how it comes out. We'll call it an experiment. We'll see if tacky glue dries with a coat of paint on top of it, or if it just falls apart. everybody's looking. There you go. I didn't see you make that. Actually, TAR, this was not on a live stream. I was making this for a YouTube video, so that never got published. That I might probably will still make. I'm just gonna have to not include any of the steps I've done today, and just take some you know. It's a, let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 panels like this in the whole set, so as long as I kind of do some time lapse of doing one of the panels, the rest of them could just be kind of like, you know, woo, editing magically done, so it's not that big of a deal. Hey, Eduardo, how you doing, man? Good to see you. That is undry tacky glue right there. Cool. this over here. It's Jay Gonzo. What's up, Gonzo? Thanks for coming by, man. What could we use here? We could use... You know, I could do a little more gluing. We'll do a little more gluing. The yellow floating chair. Oh my God, Eduardo. What is it with you and the Professor Xavier chair? Do you not like the one that they made for the toy? Because they have that one and it looks pretty good to me. A specific custom Professor X chair. It's very rounded as well. Don't like usually making rounded foam. Too much sanding. Think about it. Hey, Michael Dumas, how you doing, man? Vacation starts now. Not too bad. That's cool. Yeah, I've been on a vacation of sorts myself. Not the kind I really wanted, but haven't gone to work. Too chunky. Super expensive, I think. Is it? Ed, yeah, my sense of smell is garbage. I can kind of... Today, I smelled burnt toast. Like the faint burning, and that made me happy. And I smelled a little hint of my tea bag when I pulled it out of the box. I still can't taste the tea correctly, but, you know, there's little tiny hints here and there, but it's pretty dead. I still can't smell smoke really well. I mean, it's pretty dead. $65 for the cheapest chair. Yeah, that's pretty. You are our master chair. I have made a lot of chairs. That is fairly accurate. I don't know, the Professor X chair. If I had a Professor X figure, it would definitely make more sense for me to do that. Put Deadpool in a Professor X chair. He said he's been in every other damn thing, you know, why not? I want the seltzer. I'm gonna go with some seltzer. Could be a good challenge. Yeah, Gonzo. I mean, you can cut it square and then just sand it round, or I could 3D print it, which is cheating if I just find a file, not cheating if I design the file. Saw it last weekend. Yeah, I've heard people seem to like it. And I mean, that's what people really want anyway. They want to see popular characters like Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm trying to think, on that chair, wasn't there a version of it where it wasn't round at all? It was kind of like boxy, like old school style, maybe back when the cars were more boxy, but it had like the rectangular front. Or maybe it was just drawn that way. Right on. Some look a bit like your Zamboni. Yeah, I think some of the older drawings were more funky like that. Where's that one? Without any metal. Well, fortunately, Axion, Magneto can't control pink foam anyway, so I think we're pretty safe. These are a little bit wonky, but that's alright. A little bit of wonk adds to the character. Alright, let's switch back to throwing some coats of paint on these. Is this good? Yeah, this is ready for another coat. Oh, Eduardo, I know. I started trying to watch it, and God, it's just so freaking disappointing. I mean, season 1 was pretty disappointing too, to be quite honest. The only thing that made it even remotely interesting to me was seeing all those places that I read about that I never got to see before, you know. Like where the Numenorians lived or all that kind of stuff. The island nation and all that, you know, that was cool. The dwarven mines, you know, to see that. I think they could have done a little bit better with Linden. But, you know, the visuals were great, for sure. But the story, oh man, it's just, I don't know. In season 2, I'm like halfway through episode 1 on season 2, and it's just not, I don't know. It is what it is. Had a ton of potential there, and I think they didn't quite do it. The Wheel of Time is another one. I loved the Wheel of Time books. I never finished them. There was like 13 or 14 of them. I can't remember. The old guy died before he finished the last one. I think his son had to finish writing it. But that's another one, man. They just chopped that plot up, dude. They took the parts. I don't even know what the heck they did with that. There was so much in those books. Those books were 800 or 900 pages each, so they had tons of material to work with. And they, you know, they chopped parts out like you would expect. But then they put parts in that weren't even in the books, that were just like thrown in to completely change the entire vibe or the whole thing with the characters. And they tried to make them, I don't know, more hip and like sexy and stuff, or more sexually aware. And these were like a bunch of virgin country bumpkins, you know. They were like raised on the farm around no one. The neighbors like 20-30 miles that way, you know. It was very very innocent hayseed type people, and they just kind of, I don't know, they just changed a lot of stuff. My youngest dog ate my Professor Xavier chair. Okay. Well, the dog ate my homework. Excuse. It's not like I'm going to be able to mail it to Brazil anyway. It's probably a nightmare mailing things to Brazil. It's like with Largo. Trying to mail anything to Largo is like, you just got to send it to Wilhelm. Unless they're trying to mail drugs out of the country, that's probably easy to do. For some reason. Time for a new dog. Yeah. 12-pack of Dr. Pepper too. Yeah. Probably cost me as much as a month's pay to ship all that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just going to seize Dr. Pepper coming in, would be my guess. You know, Fat Red, I am willing to bet that if someone bootlegged Dr. Pepper in Brazil, if Eduardo is any indication, that they'd probably make a fair amount of money doing that. I think that's probably possible. Doesn't sound like a terrible plan. Doggies are the best, even when they chew up your $300 Hot Toys. Yeah, that's fun. Super fun. I built all these shelves to keep my, in an older, long time ago, different apartment, to keep my cats away from all my Warhammer terrain. And of course, the cats just decided to start hanging out, somehow climbing up the wall and getting on these really high shelves. So, yep, it is what it is. All my terrain would like have just like this random bite chunk out of the top corner somewhere here and there. That's good. cat people before. We ain't heard a doggo. I like both. I like dogs and cats. I like them both. They're just different. That's all. People say cats don't love you. Cats love you, obviously. They're just, you know, dog is blind loyalty. A cat is more difficult. Much more complex. Well, guys, you know what? It's a little early, but I think I'm going to cut it here. We've been going for about a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 12 minutes. And, yeah, this is the first stream I've had in 3 weeks, so thank you everyone that showed up. I didn't really craft anything so much as do some painting. Oh, I guess we did do some buttons and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and lay down and maybe read a little book and fall asleep early. Take my antibiotics I'm still taking. Cats are kind of a-holes. Yeah, they could be. I thought I missed out on the last few weeks. No, Jay Gonzo. 1 week I had a horrible migraine, and then I got the old COVID. So, and those might have been related, but yeah, I just missed it, man. Those are the first 2 weeks I've missed since I started, but what are you going to do? So anyway, glad that everyone came and hung out. Thank you, Ed, for buying that channel membership, gifting that. That was very generous. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, fantastic week, and hopefully I'll be here next week. So take care, everyone.